Hey guys, this weekend we are taking a short weekend getaway outside of DFW. If you are an outdoor enthusiast like we are, this would be a great trip to follow along with. So we are just brewing a pot of coffee and cooking some burritos before we head out.
We are not in Texas anymore, so stay tuned.
So I thought this would be a good time to introduce my wife to the channel. This is Tori Belser, also co-owner of Belser Realty Group. And this weekend we are overlanding and exploring in the Ouachita National Forest, just outside of Broken Bow, Oklahoma. So it's about a 3.5 hour drive from the middle of DFW. We got in kind of late last night. We left after work time yesterday on Friday, and we got here last night. It was already dark, since it's fall, and we rode some trails for about an hour to get to this campsite, and we had dinner. We got a nice little stream over here beside us, and just a great spot right off the bat. And today we're going to do some exploring and riding trails in the Jeep, and just seeing what we can find. And it's a great little weekend getaway right outside of DFW. So if you're looking for something fun to do outside and are tired of the options around home, it's a great option. Alright guys, we have finished a full day of riding trails and wheeling around the Ouachita National Forest and in the Ouachita Mountains here in Oklahoma, just north of Broken Bow. And it was a great day. Didn't get as much video recorded as we would have liked, but we had a blast and found some really cool trails, found some really not so cool trails. Good water crossings, a couple water crossings that we didn't feel confident in crossing, riding solo like we were without anyone else there, just in case something happened. Didn't want to get into a bad spot, but nonetheless we had a great time. So we are back at base camp, got the camp set back up again, and fire's going, getting ready to cook dinner. The Jeep is all packed and ready for sleep tonight, so we figured we'd just kind of give you a quick campsite tour, show you how we do it when we're out here overlanding, and just show you how we have it set up. So we've got the fire in the background, as you can probably see there. The Jeep, we've got probably a good 20-30 feet away from the fire, just because out here in this particular forest there is a population of black bears, and so you don't want to cook your food next to where you're sleeping. I don't want a bear messing with me while I sleep.
Me
So.
either.
All right, guys. So this is the back of the Jeep opened up. Jeep is running currently because we are just running the heat in there to warm up the bed and the sleeping bags and pillows and all that good stuff. But so what we've got in here is a air mattress from Deep Sleep Jeep. It's a custom air mattress that's specifically made for the back of a Jeep Wrangler JLU with the back seat folded down, so it inflates probably in 2 minutes, and it is a nice thick air mattress. It's solid, not a lot to give to it. We used it last night and it stayed inflated all night, unlike a lot of air mattresses. So we've got a blanket underneath the air mattress, we've got a blanket on top of the air mattress, and then we have our 2-person sleeping bag. This is a 30-degree bag. Granted, it's a little bit colder than 30 degrees tonight, so we've got some extra blankets. We actually have the black blanket that you see there is another blanket that we have tucked inside of the sleeping bag for just a little bit of extra warmth. We also threw a large hot hand warmer, similar to this one, down into the sleeping bag to help warm it up so it'll be nice and toasty when we get in tonight. We also, because it is chilly here, we have cut this insulation. This is insulation and radiant barrier both. It will reflect sunlight away, but also helps keep some of the heat inside the Jeep. And it's just stuffed into windows, cut approximately at the correct size, and then taped into place temporarily just to insulate, because the Jeep, it doesn't have a headliner or anything like that. Like a lot of cars have headliners. Most cars have headliners with insulation, helps regulate the temperature inside. Jeep does not have that. It is an off-road vehicle, and it does help. It makes it warm. We slept in here last night. It got down to 30 last night, and we were totally fine in here. Tonight, the low, I think, is 23 or 24, and so we want to be nice and toasty. So we've got it running with the heater on, just to get things nice and warm before we go to bed. Shut that back up. The back of the Jeep, we've got our trail trash bag right there. Got all our totes and stuff stored underneath the Jeep. Give you a better shot of that without the blinding light. So underneath, we have some of our totes stored underneath to protect them from the weather. This is just our extra cookware and kitchen supplies and things like that. Cooler, this is our food cooler. Also doubles as a step to get into bed at night because the mattress adds a little bit of height. Along with the mattress came these mesh window screens. So you can roll your windows down, put these on, it'll keep the bugs and whatnot out, little critters. If we end up having to run a heater in here tonight, it will cause condensation, and so we might have to crack the windows just a little bit, but this will help make sure nothing else gets inside. So yeah, that's the Jeep after a solid day of riding the trails here in the Ouachita Mountains, in the Ouachita National Forest. Only a little bit of mud, nothing too crazy. All of our recovery gear is in this box here, along with that bag as a compressor, so we can air up the tires and get back on the road. But that is pretty much our campsite for tonight. Fire's going, dinner will get ready soon. Hot and spicy brats, smoked Gouda stuffed mushrooms. up before we get on the road. When we go off-road, we got to let some air out of the tires so that you get better traction off-road. So we lowered the tire pressure down to about 20 to 24 pounds, 20 to 24 psi. And so we're going to air back up to about 32 before we get back on the road. Alright guys, so that's the end of our trip here in the Ouachita Mountains in the Ouachita National Forest. We've had a great weekend. We just got the Jeep tires aired back up, sway bar reconnected, and ready to hit the road home. Going back to DFW today, about a 3.5 hour drive. But we've had a great weekend. The trails up here are awesome. The wilderness is awesome. It's been beautiful. Got a little cold at night, but during the day it's been perfect. And 10 out of 10 would recommend it. If you want to get outside of DFW, get away for a weekend, short weekend or a long weekend. We came on a Friday, it's now Sunday, we're heading home. Definitely recommend it if you're into the outdoors, camping, wheeling, off-roading, hiking, biking. You could do it all out here. So 10 out of 10 recommend, guys. Check it out. Ouachita National Forest in the Ouachita Mountains, just north of Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks so much, guys.